This is Kid Chef Eliana, and today I will be making brown rice jambalaya using Uncle Ben's whole grain brown rice. My family and I love to cook together, and I'm from New Orleans. My dad even has a pot of red beans cooking in the back. Say hi, Dad. My mom is behind the camera. My mission is to get kids and their families cooking together in the kitchen. So first I'm going to start by turning on my induction burner. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Looks good. So my ingredients today are Uncle Ben's whole grain brown rice. I have some andouille, chicken, trinity, green onions, garlic, diced tomatoes, creole seasoning, water, and salt. So my induction burner heats up very quickly. So it's just about ready. And now I'm going to add my trinity. And trinity is a chopped mixture of bell peppers, onions, and celery. And it is a base in a lot of dishes in New Orleans. This is heated, so I'm going to add that, and you can already hear it sizzle. That was definitely quick. I'm going to stir this up and let this saute just a little bit. Alright, so I chopped that beforehand, and now I'm going to chop up my 2 cloves of garlic. So I'm just going to chop that up and then chop up this clove. Okay, just give it a nice rough chop. And then I can add it. Oh, it smells so good in here. I love the smell of Trinity. So I just gave this a rough chop. And now I'm going to add it to my pot. So in goes the garlic. There we go. I'm going to stir this together. I wish you could smell this right now. It smells amazing. Okay. I don't want to saute the garlic too long because it'll burn. I'm going to turn the temperature down a little bit. So now it's at 250. Alright. Now I'm going to add 1 pound of chicken. So that's 1 pound of chicken breast. And I want to add the chicken first because the chicken will take a little longer to cook than the andouille. Okay. And the handles don't get hot, so I can just hold it. Okay. My chicken is already starting to cook. And now I'm going to add my andouille. And andouille is a coarse smoked pork sausage, but if you can't find andouille, you can use smoked sausage. If you want to make this dish even healthier, you can add smoked turkey sausage. So in goes 1 pound of andouille. I'm going to stir this up again. I'm just going to let the andouille brown and let the chicken cook all the way through. Okay. So while that is cooking, I'm just going to chop up my green onions. And the cool thing about these green onions is that they came from my own garden. I just picked them, I just cut them, and now I'm going to add this to my dish. So I'm just going to chop this. I'm going to add a little bit to the jambalaya and then save some for garnish. Almost done. There we go. So that is chopped green onions. Yum. My chicken is still cooking and the andouille's browning. After my meat cooks, I will add the rest of my ingredients. So I've got 1 cup of diced tomatoes. I'll add 1 tablespoon of creole seasoning. And this creole seasoning blend is actually my own creole seasoning blend that I've created. I use this creole seasoning all the time, and I always have to make more, probably like once a week. We go through it so fast because we use it in almost every dish. Okay. And some of the juices are coming at the bottom, and it's not sticking, which is good. So my chicken is almost done cooking, and my andouille is browning. So I think now's the perfect time to add my diced tomatoes. 1 cup of diced tomatoes. And then I have 1 tablespoon of my creole seasoning blend. And then I get to add 2 cups of water. And of course, my Uncle Ben's whole grain brown rice. Now, this is one of my favorite rice dishes. I have many of them, but I love this one the most. And this is much healthier using brown rice than just regular white rice. So I want to submerge the brown rice into the liquid to make sure that it cooks. Okay, I submerge the rice and everything looks good. So I'm going to cover this with the lid, and since I'm using the induction burner, I'm going to let this cook for about 15 minutes. I'm going to turn it down even more and kind of put it on simmer. So 180 degrees for 15 minutes on the induction burner, and I will see you when I get back. I just took my lid off of my pot, and now I'm going to stir the brown rice jambalaya. You can see all of the ingredients there: the andouille, chicken, the Trinity creole seasoning, and sliced tomatoes, and it smells delicious. So there's the brown rice. I just want to stir this just a little bit, make sure that I submerge the rice. And now I'm going to add a little bit of the green onion. And here, just a little bit. A little bit more. There we go. Stir this again. And then I saved the rest of the green onions for garnish. I'm going to cover this up and let it simmer just a little longer. I will see you when this is ready. I'm back, and my brown rice jambalaya is ready. Before I told you, simmer the brown rice jambalaya for 15 minutes. Now, because brown rice takes longer to cook, you want to simmer it for about 45 minutes or until all the liquid has been absorbed by the rice. When you're simmering the brown rice jambalaya, you want to make sure that you stir it throughout so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. So I'm stirring this, and I'm going to just a little bit. That is delicious. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to this and stir this again. Yum. Smells delicious. So here I have my bowl. I'm going to scoop the brown rice jambalaya into the bowl. And one more. There we go. And now I'm going to sprinkle some of the green onions that I chopped up earlier. And there you have it. Brown rice jambalaya. Cool kids cook and use Uncle Ben's rice. Bon appetit.